listeners, I just wanted you to know that when I came into Katie's house to record today, she had an Smucker's Uncrustable waiting for me by my mic.
Yeah.
And that I just want you to know that that's the kind of friend she is. It's a peanut butter and strawberry jam sandwich just for me.
My fave.
Yeah.
Well, I had eaten one and I thought it wouldn't be fair.
Yeah, that's really nice of you.
Got you one.
Yeah, so I'm eating it now.
I think it's really funny that I buy these because how easy is a PB&J to make?
No.
But it's really nice when it's already made for you.
And it has a ton of preservatives in it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's really nice.
Yeah.
It's really nice when it's full of chemicals.
And there's no crust.
It's just like soft and chewy.
I love it.
It's so good. I love it.
Sometimes you just need a treat.
Scrolling through my feed, all I see is bullshit. Fake news, clickbait, gotta sift through all of it. Oh. Like share, retweet, trying to keep up with the trends, but it's all just a facade, man, it's all pretend. Online bullshit, that's all it is. You say you're living large, but I know it's just a myth. Online bullshit, can't you see? We're all caught up in the nonsense, it's time to break free.
Yep.
Okay. So, if you were here last week, we talked about an influencer named Freedom Barbie, aka Mackenzie Fultz.
Yeah.
And she hosts a podcast with another girl, and the podcast is called Dating Detectives.
Mm-hmm.
And so this was recommended in our subreddit as kind of a better podcast than Something Was Wrong, which I agree with because they do talk more about what are some solutions to dating men who scam you.
Yeah.
That's kind of always what the story is men coming in and tricking people. And so they have their own word for it called dogfish.
Uh-huh.
Because it's not a catfish. It's not that they're not using their pictures. It's that everything else about them is false.
Oh, okay. And you know what? I just want to say, Tiffany Reese, if you're listening, Mackenzie Fultz is better than you. Think about that.
Shut up.
Think about that.
Shut up. I don't know about that.
Oh, okay. Come to find out.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So where do you want to start? Do you want to just hear something? Oh, let's listen to something from the first episode.
Yeah, introduce me to the podcast. Give me the context, the milieu.
Okay. Well, something that I realized while researching this podcast, because I could tell that Mackenzie and her co-host Hannah are completely different people.
Oh, interesting.
And I don't think that they're friends.
Oh.
There's nothing about them.
Well, I mean,
that
we're not
says-
friends.
I know. We hate each other.
We hate each other. Yeah. I mean, we're going to slap each other silly after this is done. Yeah.
Hey, that's my kink.
Mine too.
But see, I don't think they have that. And actually, like Mackenzie lives in Florida.
Uh-huh.
And from what I can tell, Hannah is a comedian who lives in LA.
Oh, okay.
But when I look more at the information that's out there about this podcast, there is a sister podcast called Medical Detectives.
Okay.
And so I was like, well, it's clearly started by the same people.
Mm-hmm.
And so then I realized, okay, the person who's credited as the producer for both of them is someone named Molly Biscar.
Okay.
So I think she's not writing about this anywhere, but I think Molly created these two podcasts and she went online and she found two people to host them who already had audiences and social media followings.
I mean, eventually it falls back.
And so she's a fucking genius.
No, it's going to fall back to the old model where it's like you have a project that you cast for.
Exactly.
And, you as the producer or the creator have all the power again. Just like the old studio system or whatever.
Well, so Molly is not public on Instagram. It's like she's not trying to be the star or front and center or anything like that.
She's trying to make that money.
Yeah, she's just doing journalism or whatever you want to call it.
Some form of it, yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to play a clip from the first episode. Okay. And then I did some more I did my own investigating.
You did? Very good.
Detective work. But that's what, I could tell, like, these two women are not friends.
Oh, I can't wait.
Here we go.
Okay, let's talk about this show and what we're talking about when it comes to the liars, the con men, the cheaters, and everybody who is taking advantage of this cesspool that we call a dating pool. So what is your take on the dating world right now?
Girl. So I'm a single lady.
So that's Hannah.
That's Hannah. Okay.
And she's a comedian.
Yeah.
And I actually feel like their dynamic on the show is that like Mackenzie plays the dumb blonde.
Yep. Yeah.
Even though she is a private investigator and a saint makeup MLM girly.
Yeah. Yeah.
And she makes a lot of TikToks. Like that's where her following is,
Yeah.
right? So like it looks to me like Molly said, let me find two different people, one who's kind of legit in the field, like a PI,
Yeah.
and then one who is more fun, like a comedian.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I feel like Hannah is more down to earth
Yeah.
and like thinks with her head.
Yeah.
And Mackenzie,
As opposed to Mackenzie thinking with her what?
no, she's just, she's there making more jokes, if you ask me, but they're like dumb. She just plays a dumb blonde.
Yeah.
And she'll be like, what?
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
what she does all the time.
Yeah. And the thing about the dumb blonde trope is like, it actually really works because like the dumb blonde is always like secretly smart about certain things. You know, like in that sort of trope.
Yeah.
Have you ever noticed that? It's like in TV and stuff when you cast a dumb blonde, it's like they're always like, all of a sudden they're really good at like, you know, battle strategy or something. You know, they just have these weird
Can you
spikes.
think of an example?
Yeah, I was thinking specifically there's an episode of what's that? La 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 Daria?
Yeah.
Yeah, where there's like
The cheerleader sister.
the cheerleader sister, and I guess they all go. No, not the cheerleader sister. The cheerleader who's dating the football boy.
Oh
the
yeah.
star, yeah.
It's like the nemesis.
The nemesis, exactly. But and she's always like super stupid, but they have an episode where they go and like they do like a laser tag sort of thing in the forest, and all of a sudden she's like, I need you guys to go on that hill over there and you guys will flank over here, and it's like all of a sudden she's just like a natural genius for
That
military
makes sense.
planning. And I always think that's really funny.
That is.
Yeah.
Well, so yeah, there's like different kinds of episodes because it seems like at the beginning they were looking for people with stories to tell. And then if they didn't have something, they were like, oh, well, let's have Mackenzie tell one of her PI stories.
Yeah.
Okay. But okay, let's keep listening to them like introduce this show.
Okay, doke.
And as we are going through this, I'm just like taking notes because I don't know who I can trust. We got the apps. Even on a small scale, you don't know what's true looking on social media, let alone what I'm learning from you, that it is so easy to deceive and cheat and lie. So dating, I have hope, but I'm scared. How about that?
Well, I'm glad that you have hope. I'm glad to keep your hope. But it scares me because with social media and with the internet, you can literally make up anything you want to about yourself and make it seem true to anyone. All you have to do is stroke someone's ego, tell a woman she's beautiful, or tell her how everything that she wants to hear or everything that she needs to hear, and then make up a bunch of stuff about yourself that may or may not be true, but all she hears is the stuff that she feels from you. So it's so easy to lie in that way.
Also, everything about me is online. Like and part of it is I should rein it in, but also I'm a little attention lover and I do comedy. So like, obviously I'm like, everyone, please look me up. But it would be so easy to be like, oh, she likes this, she likes that. I can totally get in there, say all the right things. If somebody, not that I have any money, but if I did, I'd be so easy to scam.
I just want to ask you a question about the way that Mackenzie seems to be framing the idea of like a man taking advantage of a woman. It almost seems like she's like making fun of the female party for like being too easily like manipulated. Did you get that?
Do you think so?
Maybe I'm just like being overcritical because I already don't like her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably.
Well, here's the thing. For the first few episodes, I listened to a lot of this podcast this week.
Yeah.
And I noticed that they never talk about Mackenzie dating.
Oh, okay.
And because she had all these different jobs, MLM saleswoman,
yeah.
online influencer, PI, podcast. That's those are all like, that's 4 jobs. I just assumed she was a single mom. I don't know. I just was like, that's what single moms do because they're trying to provide for their kids. And then I'm like walking Izzy and thinking about all of this. And I'm like, I should be a single mom. It would make me work so much harder. And then I was like, Katie, you dumb bitch.
I was just about to say, Katie, you dumb bitch.
Because then you have to take care of a kid and there's not enough time to work.
And we already talked last week about how neither of us is a nurturer caretaker. So I don't think it would work out.
I know.
Yeah.
I have my dog and I already neglect her. No, I'm just kidding. She's doing great.
Yeah, she's spoiled.
So I think then I did see some TikToks of Mackenzie's where she talks about her kids.
Okay.
So that was probably part of it.
Yeah.
Then I noticed she had some where she talks about her husband.
Y'all, there is a fly or a pterodactyl or a bird, something, or a bee flying around in my room. I don't do critters. No, we're done. I'm going downstairs. Baby. There's a giant something flying around in my bedroom. I don't do bugs. It sounds big. You gonna kill it? I just escaped. So I know you busy, but listen, there's a big giant bug in our bedroom and it's buzz. I can't. And I didn't see it because I don't know how big it is. I'm gonna need you to please go kill it.
So it's upstairs?
Yeah.
You're downstairs?
Yeah.
Okay, we won't worry about it right now.
And I said, oh.
Okay.
And so I think she just doesn't relate to this group of women who are dating because she's married.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And she's like, seems like a Southern. Her priorities are
there's
different.
Southern in that there's like a certain sort of reticence and politeness around this subject of man and callers, gentlemen callers. She's like, we just don't talk about that in public.
We don't talk about that in society.
In polite
society.
Yeah. Now shut up and keep on lacing up my corset. Stop it with your talking, you.
Stop it, Hannah. Yeah, I don't know. I just think Hannah comes at it from a different perspective. So maybe you're right.
Yeah. And also, Hannah does come at it from maybe a perspective that you're more not comfortable with, but like more identify with more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so. I think she's just more relatable.
Yeah, relatable.
And I also get the feeling that maybe Hannah got chosen for this podcast because she's friends with the producer. And I don't have any evidence of that. I can't go back and see how long they've been friends, whatever.
Yeah.
I just think Mackenzie is in this group that she doesn't really know them and they know each other. And
okay.
I don't know. I've seen enough where I think Molly's doing a good job producing because people tell their story and they don't leave things out.
Yeah.
I think she's doing a good job.
And they ask questions and have follow-up questions and then discourse around the issues that are presented.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, I love it when podcasts are podcasts and not just trauma porn.
That is what Something Was Wrong is.
Yeah.
But okay, let's jump to a clip from when Mackenzie is telling a private investigator story.
Okay.
So as a private investigator, I often get asked if it's ever dangerous, and the answer is typically no. However, I have been in a situation where I've been accosted. I've been in situations where I've been sexually attacked, and it's kind of dangerous out here, and you always have to keep your guard up. But one situation
I do think it's weird that she kind of flippantly said that.
Yeah. Also, she used the word accosted.
Yeah.
Like, that's the word a Karen would use when she's mildly inconvenienced at the store.
You're right.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm not doubting her experiences. It's just a weird word to me to use in that situation.
But I did record this clip because I thought, girl, you were sexually assaulted while you were on the job?
I know, like.
And no one has a follow-up question about that.
I mean, she might be just trying to soften it.
Uh-huh.
But, yeah, I mean, she kind of just floated right past that one.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And this clip is honestly annoying because I think they were doing some kind of promotion for a model mugging class.
A what class?
Model mugging.
What is that?
You don't have to know about this because you're not a woman.
Oh,
but it's something that you'll hear about if you're worried about getting mugged.
When you said model mugging, was
You
it?
were like modeling?
No, I was like, you learn how to make model faces.
Model mugging. Yeah.
You learn Blue Steel and La
Yeah.
Tigra and all that.
No, and I don't know why it's called that.
Yeah.
Because, Mackenzie heard that title and said, model?
Yeah.
Me? I'd be model.
Yeah. I am model.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why she's talking about this, and that's why there's no follow-ups. I do think this is kind of an ad.
Okay.
But she tells this story where she is asked to go follow around a sports baller, as she says.
Okay.
Because she's trying not to tell you who it is.
Yeah.
So she's not going to even be specific about what sport he plays.
Mm-hmm.
Let's listen to this clip.
All right.
Let me
Okay.
just intro this.
Yeah.
She knows that she's hired by this man's wife
Uh-huh.
to follow him to Miami, the sports baller,
Okay. Yeah.
and see if he's cheating, because that's what either the wife or the father thinks. And she is from Florida, so
Okay.
she doesn't have to fly there.
Yeah.
And she somehow gets into the airport to the gate. So she
Yeah.
sees him come out of his gate.
Okay.
And then he goes to another gate and
Oh.
waits for a woman.
So he sees someone that he knows clearly because he waves at her and she waves back at him. And without connecting, they didn't hug or kiss or anything. They went down the escalator to the baggage claim. Well, when they get to the baggage claim, I'm like, he's being a little suspicious. Like, they're not exactly hugging and kissing, but you could kind of tell that, like, they clearly know each other. He said hi, she said hi.
I
Right.
was like, how did she get past TSA? She
Yeah.
doesn't tell us.
So wait, she's staking him out at the airport.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool. All righty.
Do you?
I when you originally said it, I thought she went to the airport to like get a plane to like Miami or whatever, and he just happened to come out
No.
and she watched him. Okay, got it.
No.
Yeah.
I just don't know how did she buy a ticket to get past TSA?
I mean, she must have.
But she didn't talk about that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So here's what she does.
So they're heading down to baggage claim, and there's a Starbucks coffee bar in the baggage claim area. And he walks over there and she's standing at baggage claim by herself. So I'm thinking, okay, I need to find out some more information. So I walk up to her and
I'm so excited. This is my favorite thing about you. If anybody is, I don't know, new to listening or hasn't watched Mackenzie's videos, Mackenzie can get anything out of anyone, because I would tell you my life secrets right now. Like, you're just the most bubbly, personable person. And I bet this girlfriend is just going to be like, yeah, I'm just here for my sports ball. I don't know. She's going to tell you everything.
Okay, so she's at the baggage claim and I walk up to her and I'm like, oh my gosh, I really love your bag. What a great travel bag. And she's like, oh, thank you. And I'm like, are you here visiting or are you arriving home? And she's like, oh, I'm just visiting. And it's so nice to be here. It's so nice and warm in Florida. And I'm like, oh, okay. Well, it's, she's like, what about you? And I'm like, oh, I live here. I'm from here. I'm just arriving home. And I said, there's a lot of great hotels around here. Are you staying in one of them? And she said, yeah, we're staying at the beach. And I was like, oh my gosh, which beach? I live over that way too. And she tells me the name of the beach over in that side of town. I'm trying to be as anonymous as possible. So she tells me,
You're doing great.
she tells me what area they're going to. And then I'm like, oh my gosh, they have a bunch of new hotels over there. Are you staying in one of the new ones? And she says, no, we're staying at this one. And she tells me the name of the hotel that she's going to stay at, right?
Like, amazing.
This can't be true. And I'm like, there is no way that she just told me the name of the hotel that they're going to stay at. I was like, there's no way. Like, this is too good to be true. No freaking fracking way this is happening. Well, sure enough, sports baller comes back from the coffee bar, hands her the coffee. She points to her bag and he picks it up for her. So I'm like, Yahtzee! Like, he's totally with her. They're totally
No doubt.
together. Confirmed. Like, he can wave and she can wave. There's like no evidence of anything there, right? But now he's handed her a coffee. He has a coffee and he grabs her bag off the belt. They wait for his bag. He grabs his bag and they start to leave together. Okay.
Yes, Sherlock Holmes, crack that case. I mean, I would have been like, what's the name on the cup here? Now I'm starting. Okay.
No, I love it. First of all,
Yeah.
I would because okay, here's the thing about that I've discovered about Mackenzie through this story. She has been playing a dumb blonde to manipulate people her entire life, and I'm not against it. But remember when she when we were listening to the CC video, where she's like, I just, fell into this MLM and then the people wanted to sign up under me. I didn't even recruit or anything. And then I made $1 million.
Right.
She's done that her entire life to get out of trouble or to get what she wants.
Yeah.
Not against it.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously in some ways she's used it for good.
Yeah. Cause she is very unassuming, I guess, talking to this girlfriend.
Yeah.
Even though.
And she comes off like a ditz. And I'm not being rude. She's actually pretty smart.
Why wouldn't that woman tell her?
Exactly. She's like, she's not going to do. Who's this blonde lady?
Yeah, she seems like a dumbass.
Exactly. She's just like a sweet lady.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though, here's the thing. She goes on to say she gets the hotel name from her, right?
Uh-huh.
She has a couple other people working with her because they were looking for him out at the car pickup and the blah, 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 and the blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So now that she knows the name of the hotel, she doesn't necessarily have to follow them. She can just go there and wait for them to get there.
Yeah, yeah.
And she gets in the elevator with them to see what floor they're going to. And I'm like, girl, you were just talking to her at the airport.
Did they recognize her?
No.
Wow.
And I was like, that sounds dumb as hell to me.
It doesn't sound dumb to me. It sounds fucking ballsy.
It sounds ballsy.
Like she's a ballsy, extroverted woman.
Yeah.
And you know what? I mean, I would give her the benefit of the doubt considering her experience. She probably knows.
She's been doing it for a long time.
She's been doing it for a while and she's probably like, they're never going to recognize me.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like,
I mean, maybe she
probably
put on
didn't
a
even
hat or something.
Yeah. And a mustache. Yeah. And some glasses.
She got the Groucho Marx.
She got the Groucho Marx disguise. She has it.
I mean, it makes sense that you're saying she's been playing a dumb blonde.
Yeah.
Because I then downloaded this TikTok
Okay.
of hers because I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm explaining to you why. Y'all, literally, the most awful thing happened to me today. Like, shit's about to get real. But the sun's in my face, I'm gonna tell you as soon as I get home. Okay, so there I was, minding my own business. I'm shopping around Victoria's Secret, and I start to get a little gurgle in my gut. I'll try to act like you can't relate. Anyways, I thought I ought to skedaddle to the restroom. Y'all know what I'm talking about, too. Well, I politely asked the associate if she would just hang on to my stuff for a minute. I said, I just need to use the restroom. I'll be right back. So I leave Victoria's Secret, and I start making my way over to the food court. Where the bathroom is, not rushing or anything, because, I had time. You know when you gotta walk fast and when you can kind of chill. Except that didn't last very long because I felt it. And I was like, oh, I'm glad the bathroom is right here. And then you kind of get, the heel toe going. You're going a little bit faster. Listen, I've been eating differently, losing weight. Anywho, right about the time I decide I'm gonna pick up the pace, this woman comes out of nowhere and she runs up to me. Oh my God, are you Freedom Barbie? And in my head, I wanted to be like, no, dog. And just keep running. But then I'm wearing my podcast t-shirt. So she knew. And even though I knew it'd be for a good reason, I don't want to leave anybody with that impression. I try to lead with kindness, right? So I'm like, I sure am. And she introduced herself. I'm trying to have a legitimate conversation with this person. My guts was bubbling like lava. And I'm squeezing my butt cheeks so tight I could have held a roll of quarters. My butt was squeezed so tight, y'all. From the back, my butt probably looked like a frog standing up on its hind legs. And this lady was so lovely. And I was trying to hear what she had to say. But secretly, I was just praying to the Lord. Please, Lord, do not make it your will for me to shit my pants right here in the middle of this food court at this mall. But I'm also smiling while she's talking to me. She asked if we could take a picture together. And of course, I'm like, yeah. And I posed right away. I needed this interaction to be over immediately. So we took this picture. I hugged her neck, and then you guys, there was no redemption. I went to leave toward the bathroom so I could finally do what I gotta do. And I meant to say, a real friendly, nice to meet you, gotta run. But did I say that? Oh, sorry, Bob, I did not. What came out instead, you asked? As if things couldn't get any worse in that moment. It was so nice to meet you. Got the run. I did not say, gotta run. No, I did not. I did in my head, but that is not what came out of my mouth. Oh boy. But I didn't have time to correct myself because I was about to shit my pants. So that happened in real life. The lesson here is this. The folks online, they ain't no better than you are. We all shit our pants the exact same way. One embarrassing moment at a time. Also, I didn't have time to get this person's name. I feel bad for blowing her off, but y'all, I was about to lose it. And if that is you, I'm really sorry.
You know what? If she wasn't a diabolical MLM monster, she's making better content than about 98% of TikTokers out there. I think she's... What do you think of her? Like all context stripped away. If you had just heard that story, like it had come up on your For You page and you just heard that story, what would you think of her?
I can tell that she thinks she's funny. And I'm not saying that she's not, but
yeah.
I get like that too, where I get into a voice and I'm like, oh, I know when my punchlines are coming.
Yeah.
And when to hit it.
It's performative for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I
then
don't mind
it made
that.
sense in context where you're like, oh, she's been being a dumb blonde for her whole life to manipulate people.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah.
And
this is her
entertain.
thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, just watching that, I'd be like, I'd watch her shit all day long.
Oh, I just feel like it's kind of a crutch that she's relying on because people will be telling their story in the show and she has to get in with her one-liner, which is always like, frickin' frackin' what?
Oh, okay. So it's like she doesn't know when to turn it off.
No.
And when somebody's telling you a serious story about their
they're not always
sexual
serious.
malfeasance.
They're not always that serious.
Oh, okay. All right.
Like, I listened to one that was 3 parts because it was all about the same man, but 2 different women.
Yeah.
And so I'll just give you a backstory about the man. So they live in New York City and he's a British man.
Okay.
And he's doing kind of like the regular stuff where he says, my bank is in Britain, so I can't send you a Venmo.
Yeah,
and I'll send you a wire, and it's a fake wire.
Uh-huh.
And there's always like these problems with getting money. And
Yeah.
but apparently he's very hot and he has good sex.
And well, he's hot, he has good sex, and he has that British accent.
Yeah.
And in particular, New Yorkers
love that.
come all over themselves for a British accent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the first story is much quicker, but he keeps lying about, I'm going to buy a Porsche, I'm going to buy a condo in Soho, and it just never comes through, you know? And then the second story, the reason it's 2 parts, her story, is because she has to tell every single detail. And no, they don't know how to cut things out to make the story shorter.
Got it, yeah.
And she speaks in a way that's like, she went to boarding school and she's been rich her whole life. And by the end, I was like, I hate this woman.
Does she speak in one of those? Because
I'm going to play a clip.
Oh, okay. Play the clip.
What were you going to say?
Well, no. I want to hear the clip first and then, because I may not feel the same way. I may love her.
Yeah, you might talk like her.
Like gets because I know her name, and I actually screenshot her Instagram at one point saying to Brian, I'm going to contact her if you don't handle this. Because I'm just like, I'm vengeful and I'm throwing around whatever I can to like put pressure on him, right? I reach out to her on Instagram and I say, please tell me the whole story. I'm just trying to get to the bottom of it. What's going on? Because at this point, Venmo has penalized me.
He said he had tickets to Wimbledon.
Okay.
But he couldn't. He had problems with his visa, so he wasn't going to fly back home to London to watch Wimbledon.
Yeah.
So he was selling the tickets, and she was accepting the payment to her Venmo from a stranger from Instagram or something. And so when this woman tried to go see the Wimbledon show, the tickets were fake.
Wimbledon the musical.
Yeah.
I love it.
But the tickets were fake. So she filed a report with Venmo, saying like the services were not rendered.
Yeah.
And so then she's the problem here, know, so Venmo comes and takes the money back. Okay. So that's the story she's telling.
And I'm out $2,000. My account suspended. I use this account all the time. Like, I'm upset about it. I want to be able to use it. So she tells me the whole story.
Those screenshots Brian had shown me were fake. There was no misunderstanding. The tickets were never real. It was a total scam. And that was my last straw. I was done.
I screenshot everything. Brian gets home.
I also recorded this
because
I could tell that those little sound bites at the end there came from somewhere else or were AI.
Oh, okay.
And it was like glaringly obvious to me. And I was like,
yeah, wait, what little sound bites are you talking about specifically? Because I didn't catch it.
I know you didn't.
Yeah. Because I can't catch AI.
Well, I know when things are like wild lines, like on reality TV. They didn't say it right there.
You have all this like technical
or freaking bites. But here's what it sounds like to me, because I also edit with Descript.
Okay.
And Descript will take your voice and you can type something in and it'll say it in your voice if you
No
want.
shit.
Yeah.
I can't believe I've given you that power.
I know.
You can. Wow.
But all I can do is audio with it. I can't do video. I'm not good enough.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, so I think that Molly,
Yeah.
I know she's editing this.
Yeah.
And she's cutting corners. And I don't even think she really needs to here.
Yeah.
But okay, let me play it for you again.
Yeah, play it again.
I want to be able to use it. So she tells me the whole story.
Those screenshots Brian had shown me were fake. There was no misunderstanding. The tickets were never real. It was a total scam. And that was my last straw. I was done.
I screenshot everything.
Wait, okay, so something about it
think-
changed when she said, and that was the last straw, I was done.
I think that's AI. And I think the other
Okay.
one might not be, because there's more natural pauses.
Yeah.
Like, I think she called and said, could you re-say these lines for me?
Yeah.
But then that other one is just like, there's no personality in it.
Yeah, no, and I kind of, I hear what you're hearing a little bit, where it is just like, there's like sort of a,
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
like when the phrases start.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I did not know. Jesus Christ, nothing's real.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't even
yeah.
think she needed that line there. We were already on board with these tickets were fake, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't know. It's strange to me. But I hate that woman's voice.
Oh, she was giving me like a bit of a Bethany Frankel vibe. No, really? Yeah,
Bethany Frankel has like a New York accent or something. This woman
you're
is
right.
like, I took another clip if you want to hear it.
Yeah. Yeah. She does have that rich sort of like, will be listened to no matter what sort of confidence.
Like a Karen?
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
Wait.
But just like, you want to hear everything I have to say, don't you?
Let's listen to her talk about how she was looking for a man. Her name is Layla, and she's telling us which app she signed up for.
Okay.
So I decided to join Field and get.
What is that?
I'm
It's
familiar.
racier. Really?
It's racier than your.
Is it kind of like Tinder?
It's not. It's a little bit. It's just people that are like they're more sexually forward and
Just saying it's Hinge for sluts.
Before it actually happens.
you're descriptive. Like everybody has a different kink, and so.
So we're basically saying this is the expectation. I'm
Yeah,
not
your
here to be
boundaries
like,
are
oh, yeah, I
clear.
want a wife, but really they don't.
There's a lot of people like, yeah, I need to see proof that you've had your STI testing, or I'm looking
Absolutely.
for a threesome. Like it's very safe.
Okay.
I mean, as safe as a dating app can be. You still have to watch out. But
Yes.
yeah. And so I joined like I had been on for about a year. By the time I had basically matched with somebody, I had matched with Brian in December of 2024.
Do you hear her over enunciation and stuff?
It's not.
You're not listening to it, are you?
I'm not listening. No, I'm listening to it, but
No, I
I'm listening
know,
for
but, like,
content. No, I'm
yeah.
not really listening to
And
her
I'm
voice.
just
Her-
like, I fucking hate her.
No, her voice isn't really. She just sounds like.
I
It sounds like a voice to me.
I think she goes on and on because then they
Yeah.
had to make this into 2 episodes.
Okay.
And it like gets worse or something, or it just grated on me after a while.
So it gets really boring, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And we
yeah.
get to know every little thing where
Yeah.
she's like, he kept saying that he had to have a lung biopsy.
Yeah.
And Valentine's Day was coming. So
Yeah.
we planned to get coffee on Valentine's Day.
Okay.
And so we go into this restaurant and I'm having a coffee and a mimosa and I order an appetizer, but he won't eat anything because he's going for a biopsy later. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
And-
just a lot of extraneous detail that
Yeah.
she somehow finds important to the story.
She's
That
very
was
self-important, if you ask me.
self-important. That yes,
Yes.
absolutely, I hear that. But
Yeah.
also, here's the thing: I don't know if it's like against the sort of podcast they're trying to make, but like, can't you just quickly do like fill in the like
Yeah.
Take out all the boring stuff.
Well,
and then they went to dinner and he was going to have a biopsy, so he didn't eat. And then you have her continue to talk about things that are actually relevant.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I want you to know that this is the second episode about him because they had already talked to another woman about him.
Okay.
So he's
a serial.
there are all
guy.
these parallels where he always needs a place to stay and he doesn't actually have money even though he claims to.
Oh, okay.
And so she's giving all of these different examples because also the timeline is at about the same time. December
Interesting.
2024 and then into I guess she doesn't really break up with him until like May or June of 2024 and the other girl broke up with him in February 2024.
Well, here's my question. Are they just getting kinky? Or are they dating?
No, they're dating.
Oh, okay. Because
I know she starts off saying that, but it's not. I mean, he's there. I mean, it's Dirty John. He's there for food and shelter, board and room and board. He's there for room and board.
Room and board for sure. Oh my God. Yeah. Oh, and I probably have to say, it's like, yes, I called her. I said Hinge for sluts. I'm calling her a slut, but I love sluts and I am one. So I just want everybody to
You're taking
know that.
the word back.
I'm taking it back. I'm empowering myself with the slur.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so many of the stories are like this. And so it'll start from the beginning. This is how we met.
Yeah.
And then gradually it starts to unravel. And so you see different patterns with how men are taking advantage of women, where maybe at the beginning they're love bombing and they're cooking and cleaning or doing things for you, acts of service.
Yeah.
And so it always tricks the woman to think like, oh, this is the best it can get because our bar is on the floor for what we expect from men.
And those kinds of men know that. Yeah.
I know if a man started dating me and then was like cleaning up around my house, I'd be like, let's get married. And so someone in our subreddit, I think is Beth, was saying, I just think it is so unfortunate that we live in a society where women keep falling for this.
Yeah.
Because there are so many parallels. And so I appreciate this podcast because it's kind of pointing out when red flags are popping up.
Yeah. Yeah.
They call it, when your femtuition kicks in.
Femtuition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they talk about, at the beginning of every episode, they have a disclaimer and it says like, hey, if you or someone you know is being abused, call the National Domestic Violence Hotline.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like
so resources.
Tiffany Reese could never.
Yeah. She doesn't understand phones.
Right. I just think, as Beth pointed out, it would be interesting if they talked to a psychologist or somebody who had done a study on this because it does get repetitive, if you ask me.
Yeah. Yeah. Try to find ways to find like different kinds of nuances in the stories.
Let's talk about why men are acting like this.
Well,
what's wrong with men?
What's wrong? This is a story that I have in terms of love bombing. When I was very, very young, like 21, like I met a guy. Did I ever tell you this?
I don't know.
I met this guy and he was faking an English accent. He was actually Czechoslovakian. So I was like, that's a weird
English. You did, but keep going.
Yeah. But also the love bombing thing where like he did the same thing where he like cleaned up my house one day because he was kicked out of his own home.
Okay.
And I was stupidly letting him stay in my apartment. This is in Chicago. And, but the thing is, he did the same sorts of things where he would like love bomb. You're so wonderful. You're so great. He cleaned up my house. But the thing is, when he cleaned up my house, I was like, don't touch my shit. I was like, so I'm wondering if there is like is it specific to women that like the cleaning up thing is like such a big deal?
I think it is because
it freaked me out. I was
think
like,
it's just common that we will encounter men who don't know how to clean.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
have you been in society?
No.
Men have mothers, and their mothers clean up after them. And so when men are getting a romantic partner, they are looking for their mother.
Yeah. Okay. Being like, I understand
and that's
that about
what we're used to. So when they can do anything, we're like, you're amazing.
Yeah. Oh, that's because my mom would do like fucking everything for me if she could.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm also gay, so different.
But did your mom teach you how to clean?
Yeah. We had chores and stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
And I had to help out.
Yeah. And I think, I don't know how common it is, but I think there are a lot of men who don't have to have chores growing up.
Yeah. Okay.
I just think the way that my dad acted.
Yeah.
He didn't have chores.
Okay.
Like my mom would give him chores and he'd be like, what?
Well, because what my parents tried to do, and this is a part of being a boy, is that like my sister was supposed to help inside, like on a weekend when things had to be done. My sister was to help inside the house and I had to help Kevin with like the yard.
Yeah, the boy stuff.
No, and the thing is like I hated doing the boy stuff. My sister hated doing the girl stuff. And so like eventually we just flipped.
Good.
And so, yeah, my sister can like garden outside like nobody's business and I can clean a fucking house.
Cool.
So yeah. It was just we're like, we don't like this. We want to do the other thing.
Well, and growing up and living on your own, you always have to keep your place, I mean, at least kind of clean.
Yeah.
You know, like eventually you'll get enough dust bunnies that you have to pick them up.
Yeah. Or it's like you'll start getting
bugs.
sick and wonder why. And it's like maybe because you're a hoarder now.
Yeah.
And your place is full of disease. Yeah, for sure.
Cat skeletons. Why are men?
But, okay, here's another thing I wanted to say real quick. So I like this podcast.
What do you like about it?
I haven't listened to it ad nauseum.
Here,
like
I'll play us another clip.
Okay.
You're like, God damn it.
In January is when it got a little more scarier because the paranoia delusions got even more intense. It got so bad that he doubted me so much that he said that he had to confess something to me.
Oh, okay. What do you mean confess? What's he confessing? Oh, bless.
Okay. All right. You ready? He confessed to me that he has never been with a woman. That he...
I'm sorry, what?
Was a virgin when I met him. That he had never even kissed another woman in his life.
They are religious, yes.
Oh, okay,
He had previous... Yeah, he did.
So he didn't lie per se. He told me he hadn't been with a woman the whole time he had been in the church,
which was
not 13
untrue.
Years. It's not untrue.
Lying by omission is lying.
Exactly. So so it all made so much sense because the very first time we were intimate, I remember thinking, this man is the virgin. But I was like, it's okay because I can work with this. I can mold him into what I want.
Yeah.
Not knowing that this man was fully a virgin, hadn't even played lips with nobody. That was because he was a teenager. He was overweight and shy. So he never had experience with women. And then he went into the church and then he lost all the weight. And then, he never.
Yeah. Wow.
He never been with a woman. And then he told me the real reason he left the church.
Why?
He left the church to pursue me.
I'm sorry. What? Like, what? What do you mean?
Apparently, his mother knew about me before our first date. People in his church knew about me. He had a real close friend in the church. He told me that he talked with him for 8 years.
I'm sorry.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah.
I want to know her reaction to this. Like, how did she take to this? Because to me, it sounds like he's love bombing her in a way that's like just blatantly creepy.
Well, she had been in this relationship with him for a while, and then he started having weird paranoid delusions.
Okay.
And so then I thought the story was just going to be about mental illness, but then it was, oh yeah, and before I even talked to you, I stalked you for 2 years.
Yeah, 2 years.
I think.
Yeah. Any
but it
stalking
was
is not
crazy.
good. Yeah.
It was crazy.
And he thought that would be like
I think he's just in a weird place where he's admitting things and not really thinking.
Oh,
because
okay.
of his paranoid delusions.
So he's actually having paranoid delusions?
I think so.
Oh, okay. So this is a little bit of different story. I'm expecting stories about like men who scam women.
Yeah, there's a lot of those,
just
but this one,
he's
I mean,
just
he
like,
is
this is how you do it.
scamming, kind of, because he was lying about so many things.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a little different.
But this comes from like mental illness perspective as opposed to
That's
like,
what it seems
lying
like.
and deceit. Okay, yeah.
I mean, it's still lying, isn't it?
It's yeah. But I mean, if there's mental illness, like what does he know that's real and not?
Yeah, so that episode just called Married to a Stranger.
Uh-huh.
Because it's funny because I think that is another one of the stories where the man convinces the woman to get married really quickly.
Yeah.
And so once she hears all this stuff about being stalked, she wants a divorce.
Yeah.
And then that process is so long because untangling all of your things,
and they make it incredibly difficult.
Right.
I mean, they will just thwart you at every turn. It will not be an easy process.
Right.
And you'll probably spend a bucket of money to get rid of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, okay, listen to this.
He stopped going to work. I want to say either at the end of January or the beginning of February. He stopped going to work and pretty much hunkered down until he started living in his car.
We'll take a moment to remind everyone that when we hear these stories and we hear all the bad stuff, and you also have an ex-husband that you're probably navigating. Your mom is there. You're working. Like there are other things in your life that you're probably like trying to go through.
Life is.
Yeah, and that's when we shut down and go into autopilot. It's a trauma response.
Yeah, because I'm trying to figure out a way that this doesn't end with a bullet in my head. Because the way that he was acting. So I'm so distraught that I want to leave work early. And at this point, like I no longer have my truck because Patrick made me get rid of it because I didn't need my own car because I had him and he could take me everywhere I need to go.
Oh my God. Textbook.
Yep. So I got rid of my truck in like November. And so I was like, I'm so tired. I'm so exhausted, but I don't want to be at work. And I'm just going to walk home. I don't know why I didn't think of an Uber, but I had decided I'm just going to walk home. But my ex was like, he asked me if I was okay. And I just told him, yeah, I'll be fine. I'm just about to just walk home. And he's like, I've got like 2 more things to finish. And if you want, I know you probably don't want to, but I can give you a ride home. I live like 5 minutes from my job. I live so close to my job. So I didn't even care at this point that Patrick was stalking me. I just said,
what did she say?
I just said yes. Like,
oh, okay.
For the ride, I guess.
Yeah,
I don't
for
know.
the ride
Anyways,
from her ex. Okay.
So I thought it was good that they interject and say, when you're being like, even if it's just mentally abused like this, you're going to go into autopilot.
No, I thought that was great too.
Right.
Because I was like, oh, that does make a lot of sense and was something that I didn't think about.
Right.
Like, because, you think it's like, why are you letting this happen? That's kind of a natural place to go. But yeah, you're right. You're not in it with them and dealing with what they're dealing with and all the stress and all the overwhelm. So I get it.
And he's got paranoid delusions. So she's like, if I do piss him off to a point, is he going to shoot me?
Yeah. It's a very difficult situation to deal with while everything else is going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So here's what I wonder then about these stories.
Okay.
You're having these women on your podcast to tell their story, and maybe they don't say what their real name or the man's real name is.
Mm-hmm.
But I think if you heard your ex-wife's voice, you'd know it was them. And so is this putting them in the spotlight? Or like, is this setting them up for more abuse, possibly? Do you know what I mean?
Who? The husband? Or the male
woman.
partner?
Like when these husbands find out that they've been talked about on a podcast.
Okay. Because when you were saying that, my idea was it was like we are just getting like one perspective.
Right. That's true too.
Yeah. And so like...
That's what we were annoyed with something was wrong because there were people who were being abused on both sides.
Yeah, yeah. But does this like put them in more danger with the
That's the thing. There's one thing about the guy in New York who's just kind of getting money out of the women.
Yeah.
But then this man who has mental illness, and she's talking about it. And I think that there is good to be done with hearing a story like this. But I guess I worry about the women after the show is online forever.
I mean, I think that's like a valid worry, but also it's like they are making the decision to talk about it.
Yeah.
On a podcast. So if it's like believe women, it's also trust women. If she feels safe to do it, she feels safe to do it. I'm not going to counter that. I mean, I'm not saying it wouldn't put them in danger, but they're obviously willing to take that risk.
Something that comes up, I think, for the producer of this podcast is if she has any resources, I guess, just in case, something like that. And so that's the thing. It's like this podcast and the other podcast that she's the producer on.
Yeah.
I can tell, or when I'm looking at it, I think Molly Biscar is producing these two podcasts, and I don't really think she's thinking ahead about the consequences.
Yeah, because I was just thinking, okay, so what if one of the women that you've interviewed does come back and say, I'm really afraid.
Yeah, like take down the podcast
take it down.
Or something.
Would she do that?
I don't know, because this podcast has now been picked up by Dear Media.
Oh, okay.
And so that puts them at risk too, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And so maybe that's good because maybe they have more resources. But
yeah,
I don't know. I just wonder how hasty this is.
I hate to say it.
Yeah.
I'm just speculating, but once you start doing business, it's really easy to start kicking people to the curb when you don't need them anymore.
Yeah.
So I feel like if they're making like, what do they call it? Like back revenue
on shows, on
an old show, and somebody, or even if it like the reason that they feel threatened now is because it became like a lot of listeners.
Yeah.
And it is kind of blowing up, and so you're like, oh no, he's definitely going to hear it.
Right.
I want you to take it down. Even more of a reason for them not to take it down.
Right.
So that would be my worry. It's just like, what if it comes back and then like you're like, no, we're making money.
Well, okay. Remember when we talked about Chris Hansen?
Yeah.
How To Catch a Predator ended because one of the subjects of the show was a politician in Texas.
Yeah.
Who, when he realized he was about to be on Catch a Predator, he went home and killed himself.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Stuff like that.
Yeah. So is there? Yeah.
And so nothing like that has happened yet, and I am jumping to conclusions. But when it comes to domestic violence,
but we're also they are talking about like forms of domestic violence, and in order to make your listener feel safe about, because we're not the only people, you're not the only one having these concerns, I'm sure, especially as a woman, greater insight into this whole thing, but it would be nice, I guess, if that concern was sort of like preemptively addressed in a way.
Right,
it's
right,
like,
this woman has a restraining, I don't know.
She has a restraining
order.
This
man's in jail.
Or it's like, or she's protected in some way. Don't worry. Everything's fine. Or something like that.
Yeah.
Like we're not putting her in danger is what I would want the podcast to say to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I agree.
Yeah. But I also feel like, because there's a lot of this going on, and I feel like, you're right. Like something's going to happen.
Yeah.
Somebody's going to get killed, and then it's going to be a big cause celeb or whatever, and, everything's going to change. But still, that person had to die, whatever. And we're already talking about it, so why not just do it now before something bad happens?
What do you think they should do? Or are you just saying like maybe they should think ahead and do something?
Think ahead, do something. I mean, I obviously
we're not
solution,
the experts.
But they're taking a risk, and it's all very exciting because it's like this new form of content creation in which like victims get to have like, the word.
Yeah, and it's kind of like grassroots journalism.
Storytelling, love it.
Right.
But it's like, I just feel like there's a big car crash in the future of
Yeah.
some kind. Yeah.
And so that brings me to the other podcast,
Okay.
Medical Detectives.
Uh-huh.
And so when I saw that existed and that the artwork was similar, I was like, okay, this must be produced by the same person.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Mm-hmm.
What's another thing people lie about a lot? Having cancer.
Oh, yes. Yes.
That's another big scam thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I forgot to tell you I have cancer. Can you give me money?
Yeah. Scamanda. So once again, this is kind of like another grassroots journalism thing.
Yeah.
I don't think that they have the staff or anything to fact check things.
Yeah. I want to say this. I do think it's a good show.
Which one?
No, I mean, just in general, the fact that you're getting like these two women, they're engaging directly with the person.
Yeah, I think it is
they're,
better.
They're able to like talk about the story a little
And
more.
it becomes a little bit lighthearted and it's not just trauma porn.
Yeah. And like they're both engaging in their own way.
Yeah.
The two hosts. So it's like,
yeah.
I'd listen to it, but you're right. There are concerns.
So with Medical Detectives.
Uh-huh.
The two hosts are this woman who's an influencer, and her online name is Glitter and Lasers.
Oh my God, I've heard of her.
Of course.
She's
She has
healthy
her
at
own-
any size.
Yep. She's got a whole subreddit about her lying about her health problems.
There's a lot of
I think
content
we
made
should-
about this woman.
That's going to be next week.
We got to do Glitter and Lasers.
Yeah. But so I don't think Molly knew all of this
Okay.
about her haters online.
Yeah.
She's healthy at any size, so she's an overweight person.
Mm-hmm.
And the first episode is her medical story.
Okay.
Where she doesn't take a lot of responsibility for anything.
Remember Jackie Aiden?
Yeah.
I'm still on that subreddit.
Yeah.
She gets mentioned a lot because
Yeah.
Jackie Aiden like certainly doesn't have the influence. Like she's
No,
kind of
Glitter
just a real-
and Lasers on TikTok, 8 million followers.
Oh, yeah. But they compare her a lot to Glitter and Lasers because, she does all this content where it's like clearly all of your health problems stem from what's obvious.
Mm-hmm.
But she's like, she will not acknowledge any of it.
Right.
That it has anything to do with that.
That woman is named Anna O'Brien, aka
Okay.
Glitter and Lasers. And then the other host of the podcast is a doctor.
Okay. Oh.
And so the haters of Anna are giving it really low ratings on Apple Podcasts and saying like you're giving a platform to Anna to spread her lies again.
Yeah.
And then also have a doctor just reinforce her.
It's because once again, I only know Jackie Aiden as like this kind of influencer or whatever. And but like she does have like those minions who will like follow her to the death because she tells them
whatever
exactly what they
want
to hear.
Yeah.
And when you have a doctor like backing her up,
Mm-hmm.
I mean that's so damaging. It's so damaging.
Yeah, so I got more interested in that. I'm looking into that now.
That seems like a huge problem.
I know.
Yeah.
So Dating Detectives got picked up by Dear Media.
Okay.
Medical Detectives started later, but
Has it not been picked up by a network yet?
no,
Okay.
they don't even have ads.
Yeah.
Because I don't think it's going well over there.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
I don't know how people get picked up by podcast platforms, and Glitter and Lasers still does have a ton of followers, so I don't know.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I'm going to listen to more episodes.
Also, it's easier to like sub and hate watch TikToks videos.
Right.
As opposed to like an entire podcast where
Right.
it's like, eventually you just kind of get bored and you don't listen to it anymore.
Yeah.
You can't even hate listen to like a long podcast. That's too much
No.
effort.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Oh.
there you go.
Yeah, no, that's very interesting. Because I was going to ask you when we were just talking about the dating detective part of it. I'm like, well, what's everybody's problem? Except for what we talked about in terms of like, the safety of the subject. But like, I
don't
mean,
know, people aren't really complaining about this podcast.
Oh, okay. All right. Because I wasn't sure.
No.
Yeah.
It was like many times it does pop up on the Something Was Wrong subreddits as a better alternative.
Oh,
to close out, do you want to just listen to a clip of Tiffany's most recent season?
Sure, I'd love to.
I haven't been listening, but I thought maybe it would just be telling.
She's also getting a lot of shit in her sub for this season.
In her sub?
Yeah, well, in her snark sub.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Friends,
Links.
Before we get into this next season, I wanted to share a brief update with you. As some of you may have seen on the podcast Instagram, Something Was Wrong has left Wondery/Amazon Music. For those who are a little confused, Wondery was bought by Amazon in December of 2020. Our contract with them ended midnight on July 1st, 2025, and we are not re-signing. While I am extremely thankful to Wondery and all of their hardworking employees, it was never my goal to partner with a Bezos-owned network. And prior to Wondery, things happened in 2020 to 2022 that I had no control over at a previous network. I was forced to rehome the show for 3 years, give that previous network a huge piece, even though they had breached the contract and paid.
Nobody gives a shit about your inside podcasting baseball, bitch. Come
Isn't
on.
that strange?
It's very strange. It's like she's almost trying to be like, I think Wondery just, or once Amazon bought Wondery or whatever, they just clipped her wings.
Yeah.
They clipped her free. Yeah. And she's trying to be like, it was our decision
and she's
whatever.
like, just so you know, when I was at Broken Cycle or whatever the fucking one was called that's under Crime Junkie.
Yeah.
She's
Ashley Flowers. Yeah.
She's like, this was one of the most difficult and stressful times of my life.
But I mean, fine. Everything she's saying could be
I
true.
was forced to sign a $4 million NDA or lose everything. I had no access, no control, and my options were literally move the show or lose it forever.
What's a $4 million NDA?
I don't know.
It's just an NDA. You sign it so you don't say anything. It has nothing to do with like...
Well, she says they breached the contract, so she's kind of talking, but she's not being specific because she can't.
I have a problem with the whole idea that she is using podcast space and time in order to talk about like this
her own shit.
Yeah, it's like there's got to be a fourth wall somewhere. Come on.
And, like you said, inside baseball. Girl, we do not care. We do not know how podcasts work, and we don't care.
Yeah, exactly. I just want to like listen to the shit that I signed up for.
Yeah. Okay, so let's see where she goes.
It's going to be somewhere great.
Season 24 survivors discuss violence that they endured as children, which may be triggering for some listeners. As always, please consume with care. For a full content warning, sources, and resources for each episode, please visit the episode notes. Opinions shared by the guests of the show are their own and do not necessarily represent the views of this season. We're amplifying the voices of survivors of institutional child abuse, often referred to as the troubled teen industry, describing private institutions that are marketed towards parents of troubled youth. These are private institutions that arguably operate as private prisons for children.
They operate as private
I think it is fucked up, though.
No, it's totally fucked up, but it's like, just, girl, let it be fucked up as it is. You don't have to, like...
Put on this voice.
It's so sad. It's like,
it's trauma porn.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And with the music. It's like, yeah, it's terrible. We get it. We're humans.
Get it. Yeah, we know.
God. Yeah, it's like, apparently she doesn't get it because she thinks it needs to be juiced.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going back on juicing again.
Juicing, just like The Rock. Well, now that car alarm is going off.
We should probably sign off. But before we go, I did want to plug one personal thing that I'm involved in.
Okay.
It's I'm going to be starring in a community theater production of Wimbledon the Musical. And I wanted to sing. I just wanted to give you a preview of one of the songs.
Okay.
It's like, all right. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba. Balls everywhere. There are balls coming out my face. Tennis racket. Bam, 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 ball.
There goes your social life.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
That's from Clueless.
Yeah, there is like a little Clueless.
Is there my plastic surgeon doesn't want me competing in any activities where balls fly at my nose?
Yeah. No, basically we just stole that whole plot line, and it's Wimbledon the musical.
How are you going to compete at Wimbledon? You just had a nose job.
And then they have a song.
Yeah.
Anyway, everybody come out to see that. It's going to be playing
on Broadway?
On Broadway. Yep, on Broadway.
Okay, we'll see you on Broadway. Hey, before you leave us today.
Yeah, we almost forgot.
Come give us a 5-star review on Apple or your favorite listening platform.
Yeah, and come visit us on Instagram. Oh, and Patreon. Yeah.
Hey guys, come listen to bonus episodes and ad-free regular episodes. So if you're sick of the ads, you can get both for $5 a month.
Yeah, we are the best salespeople.
We're not.
We're terrible.
Bye. Bye.
Trying to keep up with the trends, but it's all just a facade, man. It's all pretend. All my bullshit, that's all it is. You say you're